This is part 33 of making foods from every country. Today I chose Indonesia and I decided to make nasi goreng, which happens to be their national dish. I heated up some oil and then stir-fried garlic and chili for about 10 seconds. I then added in one chopped onion and cooked that for about 1 more minute. I then added my protein. I put chicken thighs and I cooked them until it was brown. I then added 1 tablespoon of kecap manis, otherwise known as sweet soy sauce. I mixed that together until it was caramelized and the chicken was cooked. I then added about 3 cups of day-old rice and broke that down and cooked that for a few more minutes. I then added 2 more tablespoons of the sweet soy sauce mixture, and that was the final result. I served mine with green onions, chilies, and egg, and it was so delicious. I would definitely make this again. Welcome to part 34, round 2 of making one dish from every country. Today I'll be doing Germany again, and this time I decided to make rouladen. So the first dish I made for Germany actually wasn't German, which was a mistake on my end, so I decided to remake the video and try to make something that was a little bit more traditional, and I actually got a lot of recommendations actually to make this, and while the origins of this dish are not certain, it's still a huge staple in many German households today. The dish itself is very easy to make and only required a few ingredients, and typically beef is used for this recipe, but I use veal, which is basically the same thing, but the only difference is that veal is a little bit smaller. Also, I cook mine in the oven, but I've also seen videos where they cook the rouladens on the stove, so I guess it all really depends on the family. Regardless, this taste is so amazing. I served mine with some mashed potatoes and a homemade braised red cabbage, and overall I would highly suggest this because this was so delicious. I started off with a pack of schnitzel that I got from the store and then divided flour, egg, and breadcrumbs in different bowls. I then coated each evenly and fried them for about 3 minutes per side until it looked golden like this. And that was the final result. It was just so easy. I served mine with a cucumber salad and a beer, and it was so delicious. I would definitely make this again. 1/3 of a cup of white vinegar, 1/3 of a cup of soy sauce, 3 bay leaves, and 3 cloves of minced garlic. I gave that a mix and put that in the fridge for a few hours to marinate. I then took the chicken and let that cook in a pan for 1 minute per side and then put that to the side. I then cooked onion and garlic for a few minutes and then re-added in the marinade. I then added in 1.5 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and I let that come to a boil and then put the heat on low. After that, I re-added in the chicken and let that cook for 15 minutes before flipping it over and letting that cook for about 10 more minutes. After that, I took the chicken out and let that sauce become really thick into a glaze just like this. I then added in the chicken and mixed that around, and that was the final result. I put in more glaze on top and served it with cucumber salad and rice, and it was so delicious.